Hello guys, welcome to the daily answer writing session. Guys, today we have a very important question for us to let us try to write a model answer to this question, guys. So let us try to brainstorm the question. So the question is critically examine pros and cons of GM crops. So guys, why did I frame this question? Because GM mustard was given approval for field trial, and after that a lot of debate started around, do we need GM mustard or not? Do we need GM mustard or not? A lot of debate has started. So in this context, we will see this, we'll try to answer this question, and I hope everyone has joined. Okay, so guys, can you hear me loud and clear? Can you just comment yes in the comment box so that we can start our discussion? Okay, so if you see, what should we write in the introduction? What should we write in the introduction? Critically examine pros and cons of GM crops. One thing what you can start is that you can start with the context of, you can start the introduction with the context of GM mustard. Okay, GM mustard getting approval for field trial, getting approval for field trial. Okay, this is the context. We can start with the introduction, or you can say, you can start like this. Okay, you can start like this in the background. Okay, in the background of increasing population and concerns of climate change. GM crops have emerged as an alternative to food security. Okay, so this can be also an introduction. So these are the two introduction you can write. Either you can write regarding the GM mustard. Okay, you can introduce the answer using GM mustard, or you can introduce the answer using the context of population and climate change, and in that regard we need GM crops. Okay, so next is, they have said pros and cons. The pros and cons of GM mustard. So what we can write is, we can write pros, and here we can write cons. Okay, so first pro is what, guys? First pro is what? Okay, food security. Okay, yield. Okay, yield increases. GM crops can help us increase yield. Okay, second is what, guys? Climate change. Second is what? Climate change. Okay, GM technology can help us, okay, manage or mitigate this impact of, or adapt to this climate change. Okay, for example, a lot of abiotic stresses like drought resistant crops. Okay, example can be what? Drought resistant crops. Etc. we can give. Third is, guys, what? Nutrition. GM technology can also help us to overcome nutritional security challenges. Okay, nutritional security challenges. Okay, when we do genetic modification and we increase the constituent of the crop itself. Okay, we increase the protein content or vitamin content. Okay, so that can also help. Okay, fourth, self-life. Fourth is what? Self-life. Okay, GM technology can also improve the self-life of the crops. Self-life of the crops. Okay, can anyone think of some other? Some other points? Pros. What are the pros of GM technology? What are the pros of GM technology? Can anyone think of something else? Okay, one is what? Food security challenge, climate change challenge, nutritional challenge. Okay, self-life challenge. Okay, so these are some of the challenges. These are some of the challenges. Okay, and okay, can you think of something else? Okay, net or otherwise, let us start with the cons. Okay, what are cons? First is what? First is what? It is a threat to biodiversity. It can be a threat to biodiversity. Okay. Second is, guys, what? Okay, it can be threat to human health. Human health. Okay. Third point, guys, it can lead to super weeds. It can lead to super weeds. Okay. Fourth, guys, okay, cost of cultivation can increase. Cost of cultivation can go up. Okay. Monopoly of MNCs. Monopoly of MNCs. Monopoly of MNCs. Okay. It can lead to monopoly of MNCs. Okay. So these can be, okay, it can also impact, okay, soil and water. It can impact soil and water. Next, it can have adverse impact on pollinators, adverse impact on pollinators. Guys, here when you write now, you have to give examples. You can give examples. Okay, for example, cost of cultivation, give example of cotton. Here, yield, you can give example of cotton. Okay, cotton production increased because of GM technology. You can give example. Okay, and self-life also, you can give example of some crops. Nutritional, you can give example of some crops. So give examples. Okay, in the end, you can give conclusion that, okay, GM technology has, okay, okay, I can write conclusion. What conclusion you can write? Conclusion. Okay, conclusion, what you can write? GM technology, okay, GM technology has many benefits to overcome food security challenges, but at the same time, we need regulation of GM technology to manage any kind of unforeseen adverse impact. We can write this. Okay, we can write this. Okay, here you can give some data also. You can give some data also. Okay, that throughout world, okay, how much amount of or what, okay, percentage of land is under GM crops. GM crops. And since it is saying critically examine means you have to see, you have to write comments, like for example, threat to human life. So there you have to say that till now, okay, there is no impact of GM technology on human health. Okay, till now. Okay, so because it is saying critically examine, so just you cannot just write, okay, there can be a threat to human life. You have to comment upon that critically. You have to comment upon that till now, although the GM technology has been in use, GM crops has been in use in America, in many countries, but still till now there has been no adverse impact of GM crops on human health. Okay, like that you can give examples also. You have to give examples of case study. Yes, we can give case studies. Okay, we have to give case studies. Yeah, we can give Priyesh. Anyone else? Okay, case studies we can give. We can give case studies and talk about the GM mustard as a case study. GM mustard as a case study we can take. GM mustard as a case study we can take. Okay, guys. Anyone has any extra point? Anyone has any extra point? Economics merit, green cover in wasteland, degraded land. Okay, what? Okay, Priyesh is saying that we can use GM crops for, okay, degraded lands. Yes, very good point. Very good point has been given by one candidate. Okay, that we can use this GM cropping for biofuels, someone is saying. Degraded lands and all. Yes, so we have already added. We have already added climate change. We have already added climate change. Guys, because of climate change, what is going to happen? Droughts are going to increase. Floods are going to increase. So we need drought resistant seeds. We need drought resistant seeds, frost resistant seeds. So there, GM technology has a very important role to play. Okay. So guys, with this, I would like to end here. Okay. Please do practice writing answers daily. Daily one answer you write. I can tell you, if you write one answer daily, and you see how we have written pros and cons in one table. Pros and cons we have written in only one